Maddox, how big was that win for your guys' football team? And that was a really good UNLV team, but how big was it to go on the road and get a win today?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just said it. That UNLV team was legit. Their defense played hard, fast until the end. I think looking back on it, that 8-minute drive at the end of the game was a killer. We talked all week of how it's going to be a heavyweight fight. Their one loss was Syracuse in overtime. Like, that game was going to be tough, and so I'm proud of the guys, especially ending that way. That was the knockout at the end of the game. 8 minutes, drive down the field, and hold the ball for that whole 8 minutes was big time.
If that was a knockout, you guys delivered a pretty big blow at the end of the first half. Can you just take me inside, like, the final 2 minutes there and the decision to go for it on that first fourth down just really seemed to set the tone for you guys?
Yeah, I think a big part of football is momentum, and I think you saw that once things are going really good, it kind of carries on to certain things. I mean, we go score, the defense comes, gets a pick, and then we get great field position. Like, how could you complain about that? So I think that was a big deal. It was a huge. You talk about the middle eight of a football game, and that was big time. You cannot complain about that. That's for sure.
When they're doing everything they can to try to stop Ashton, I mean, how much do you put on yourself to try to do some things and do what you can, obviously, to help move the ball? And a couple of those big runs, obviously the touchdown run too. I mean, just any way you can, I guess, to help this team win.
Yeah, I mean, Ashton's the best player in the country, so it's everyone's whole game plan is how can we stop Ashton. And personally, when it comes to myself, is how can I trust those other guys to make plays? And then when those plays aren't there for the other guys, how can I trust myself to do certain things? And I think that just comes down to it is how am I trusting not only myself but other players other than Ashton.
Some of the fourth down throws and stuff, some of the key third downs, I mean, do you enjoy I don't know if pressure is the right word, but just that opportunity for you to go, make a play and put a ball out there in crucial situations?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, I think you see our whole offense in general. Like, when stuff's not going our way and we're down, we're almost playing so much better than we are when we're up. So we got to learn from that a little bit. How can we keep leads and get after guys a little bit? But the way we're handling adversity and pressure, to me, is big time. You don't see that very often.
End of the first quarter kind of felt like the game could have gone away from you guys, but your defense stood tall, forced the missed field goal, and then you guys, like Jay said, you finished a strong second half. Just what's the resiliency of this team? Yeah,
I mean, the whole team. It started in the summer. The way we trained, certain ways we do certain things is different. It's different than most places, I would say. And I think the big part is, like, how can we work together as a team, more so different phases of the ball. I think you see the blocked field goal, then we go down, we're able to score, get a pick, score. Like, all those things, it goes hand in hand. That's a game of football, and that's the joyous part. That's why I love this game, is because I get to have teammates that I can count on and rely on, and it's more than just offense, defense, special teams. It's a whole team.
How awesome was that last scoring drive? You guys were down again and just responded right away.
Yeah, I mean, like I just said, I think that's a big deal of, like, how we're handling adversity when stuff's not going our way. How can we kind of flip the script and get momentum?
Your touchdown run as well. The sea just seemed to pass in front of you, and you took a bit of a hit in the end zone too. Just, I guess, walk us through that play. I guess that wasn't a design, right? You just saw the opportunity.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a design run for sure, but I mean, those guys like to play drop 8 in the red zone a little bit, and we saw that all week of kind of an example of I'm going to have time to do stuff differently, and all those guys were covered, and it's just instincts at that point.
How much do you enjoy being teammates with Alexander Tubner?
I mean, I don't really like it. No, I'm just kidding. No, Tubes is a good guy, not only to have as a teammate, but I think from my standpoint and the leader he is, kind of modeling the way I do certain things. I would like to say Tubes and I are very similar in kind of the way we lead and certain things like that. So for me, that's a huge example, and I don't think people see that. Like, I get to look at him, a guy that has experience and knowledge of football, and kind of model what I do after him.
You brought up having joy a minute ago, but how much joy are you having right now? Like, your team's 6-1, you're the favorite to go to a college football playoff, you're top 17 in the country, you're the quarterback of Boise State. How much joy are you having in all this?
Yeah, I mean, it's an immense amount is what I would say. There's nothing better than, 1, winning, but 2, when you win with your teammates, that's the greatest thing ever. And we're doing stuff that Boise State hasn't done in the last few years, and then obviously with the potential to do something we've never done. I think everyone takes that, like, as a motivation each and every week that I know it's been mentioned before, but we're at the point where we can't lose football games. And that's kind of like the chip we're playing with on our shoulder, that we're going to go out and win every game because we have to, if we want to go where we want to.
this is a team that's UNLV's forced a lot of interceptions this season. I think there's 2 guys with 4 on the season. You know, what were you seeing out there that you were able to keep away from them?
Yeah, I mean, personally, the way I look at it is those guys have picked balls off and intercepted balls. But when I kind of watch those picks myself on film, it's not great decision-making is what I would say. I feel like, personally, I'm trying to put my team in the best spot and best decision and live to play another down is the best way to put it. If you turn over the ball, it's the worst thing, honestly, especially as a quarterback. You walk off the field like that sucks. But it's just the worst case for your team because, like I just mentioned, momentum. A turnover is huge momentum, and we saw that when we got ourselves a turnover, like just the momentum that comes with turnovers. And so for myself, it's what can I do to the best interest of the team and not turn the ball over?
Last one.
Yeah, it's kind of cliche. Again, it's always practice makes perfect, and I get that. But really, some of these 4th down plays, like just Dirk has no problem just putting those kind of on, the ball in your hands. What all goes into that between, the coach and player relationship and to execute at such a high level?
I mean, I saw Dirk after the game, and he just kind of mentioned, he's like, I wanted to hug you multiple times, and I want to punch you multiple times. And I think that's just our relationship. I mean, just the continuous trust that I feel that Dirk has in me. But I also think it comes from the top down. You look at Coach D being aggressive, and that's a big deal. And I think the motivation side of it's a big deal too. Like, we get a 4th down, and we kind of know we're staying on the field. That's a complete confidence builder in so many ways. And honestly, once you get 4th downs against the defense, that crushes them 100%. And so I think that's where we're at, of just continuous trust, and it's built from fall camp to now. Like, we knew we were going to be aggressive on 4th downs coming in the season itself, and I feel like we've proven that through games.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.